My name is Michael Bean, and I'm going to show you the process of roasting coffee today. And also, while I'm showing the process of roasting coffee, I'm going to be fulfilling some orders for Dark Sky Donuts. Shout out to them, and also to the Rustic Barn Bakery. Their shelf has been empty for over a week, and I've just been so slammed that I haven't been able to get to it. But that's what we're going to be doing today, so please join us. So that's already weighed out. We're doing 3 pounds, and shout out to Coffee Crafters for their amazing roaster. It's an absolute workhorse. But the sad thing is, I only can do up to 3 pounds. So that's what we're doing. Is we're gonna be loading in 3 pounds of my Good Morning blend. And the Good Morning blend, it's a blend of Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Mexico beans. And this is going to be the order for Dark Sky Donuts. And the thing about this coffee, it's a very chocolate-forward coffee. It's just a chocolate bomb in terms of flavor notes. So it's a medium dark roast, and it's absolutely amazing. So while that warms up, we're just gonna relax. So that was the first load being dropped in, and I dropped in obviously the green raw coffee beans. And so the first stage that we're going to be going through right now is the drying phase. So there's still like trapped water and moisture obviously trapped inside the coffee bean. And so what's going to happen right now is as this coffee is in the first stage of roasting, that water is going to be reducing down, if you will, in the coffee bean. So that's what we're going to be doing. So the first stage obviously is the drying phase, and we're going to get that to 300, and then the most magical moment for the coffee is the Maillard phase, or it's called yellowing or Maillard, and that's when the coffee bean, it goes from green to yellow. And a lot of roasters, they'll tell you that's where the magic happens in the coffee. That's where the carbohydrates and the sugars in the coffee begin to reduce down and begin to caramelize. And so when I'm explaining coffee roasting to people, is like if you were to take a saucepan with water and sugar and to reduce it down to make a caramel, it's the lighter that you go in your caramel, obviously the lighter it's going to taste, but you can reduce it down so much that it's going to be like a molasses. And so that's the way that I like to explain layman's terms in roasting coffee. So, and one thing that you're going to notice is you probably saw some coffee beans fly out. And what begins to happen because the coffee beans raw and green, they are more dense. But as they roast more, they get lighter, so I have to turn the air down or coffee goes flying everywhere. If you ever wanted to wonder what coffee looks like before it's roasted, this is what it looks like. That's raw green coffee beans, and I'm about to pull out some coffee out of the roaster during the yellowing phase to show you the change that it goes through. My hand's burning a little bit, but you can see, man, it really burns, but I just wanted to show you. Oh, and that's another thing that I wanted to mention as well, is this roastery, it smells absolutely amazing every day. But one of my favorite smells is during the yellowing phase. It literally smells like bread and popcorn. It's the weird. Yeah, you would think, oh, why does coffee smell like bread or pasta, or popcorn? But it does. And so, yeah, it literally smells like pasta and bread. It smells a little buttery as well, and that's what I'm picking up. And now we've passed the yellowing phase, and so the phase that we're going to be going into now is what we call first crack. First crack is when all the moisture, it literally escapes out of the bean, and you can see the bean kind of pops, and it sounds like popcorn, and that's what we call when the coffee goes through this phase. We call it first crack. So there's first crack and second crack, and so I'll be quiet. You're gonna hear it right now. I'll try to get the camera closer. Sometimes you can't hear it. Oh, there we go. And so, yeah, it's going through first crack right now, but we're gonna take this all the way to second crack. This is gonna be a very dark roasted coffee. We really want those chocolate notes to really come through, so that's why we're taking it so far. We're at 423, and we're close to pulling this thing off. It's close to second crack, and as soon as it goes into second crack, we're gonna turn it off and we're gonna put it on our bean cooler, and that's the process. It's not too complicated. And so, thank you for joining us. And I'm gonna be at this for a while. So thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day. Life's too good to drink bad coffee.